Good morning, I'm Kelly. Thanks so much for joining me today. So we are doing core week and we're going to start today with a few different poses. Quite a lot of wrist stuff, so I'm going to go through some wrist stretches at the end of our session. You'll also need a chair for today's session, so any kind of chair that you are sitting on, you can bring over and use. Okay, so let's get started. So from here, we're going to start doing downward facing dog. So I want you to spread the hands and then tuck the toes under and come into downward facing dog. So lift the sitting bones and make the legs really straight. And I want you to make the outer arms really firm. So grip the outer arms and lift the legs up and back. And take a couple of deep breaths in and out here. And then slowly bring the knees down and we'll come to child's pose. So bring the big toes together and then extend over the front body. And take a deep breath in and out here. And then walk the hands under the shoulders and come up. Now we're going to grab our chair. So for this plank position, we want to make sure that the chair is stable. So I've got my sticky mat and I've got these plastic feet. So this chair is really stable, but I want you to make sure that your chair is against the wall if you're using this. So we're going to start with the hands down and the feet on the chair. So now we're almost doing a downward facing dog. And then you're going to walk with the feet slightly further back. Now keep the toes forwards, heels back, and then come forward so that your chest is over the hands. Grip the outer hips and stretch into your plank position. So make the legs really firm. Press the kneecaps and thighs away. And then we'll press back to downward facing dog. So lift the hips up, stretch the toes forwards. Deep breath in and out. And then bring the feet down. And then you can come back to child's pose and rest the arms out. Deep breath in and out here. And then walk the hands under the shoulders and come up. So from here, we're going to do a side forearm plank. So for this position, you're going to bring the forearm down. So the fingers face forwards, have the elbow and shoulder in line. And then you're going to bring your top leg on top of the chair. So you point the toes forwards, and then you're going to grip the outer hip, and then see whether you can straighten the other leg. You can keep the top hand on the hip, but you can stretch the arm up. Then maybe you can bring the knee into the chest and stretch the leg out in front. And then you can bring the leg back in and then bring the leg back and then bring the legs down. And then we'll change sides. So you can turn around. I can show you from the other side. So elbow and shoulder in line, have the foot on top of the chair. So you've got to grip the outer hip and then bring the other leg up. And then you could bring the knee into the chest. You could stretch the leg out in front. I don't have enough wall space. And then you bring the foot down. And then you can relax down and bring the leg down. And then we'll come forwards. And we'll do a forearm downward facing dog. So have your forearms in line, elbow and wrist in line, and spread the hands. And then tuck the toes under. Keep the back of the body long as you lift up and back. Now keep the elbows in line with the wrists. Deep breath in and out here. And then bring the knees down and rest. Okay, let me move the chair out of the way. For our next position, we're going to try a side plank. So we're going to go from downward dog, I can show you. So from downward dog, we bring the right hand to the middle, and then we're going to bring the right foot down onto the side, and then the left foot goes on top of the right, and then you stretch the top arm up, or you can bring that top hand to the hip, and then you come back, bring the left hand down, bring the right arm out, downward facing dog. Okay, so we can do that together. Come forward, right hand in between the mat, and then bring the feet on top of each other. So really extend the heels away, stack the feet, deep breath in and out, and then bring the top hand down, back to almost a plank position, downward facing dog. And then we can go to the other side, so bring the left hand in between the hands, and then bring the left foot down. So you really extend the left heel, right foot on top, stretch the arms away from each other. And then you can bring the right hand down, and then come back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out here. And then bring the knees down, and you can take a child's pose to rest. And then walk the hands under the shoulders and come up. So let's do a couple of wrist stretches now. So you'll need to find a wall space, and you can have your right hand thumb up, fingers away. So you'll be doing this direction. So you bring the hand over to the wall, move the top of the shoulder down, and then keep turning the chest. So you're just stretching out the wrists. And then we'll switch. So you bring the wrist up, fingers down, and move the top of the shoulder down the back. Deep breath in and out here. And then switch hands. So you bring the opposite hand, thumb up, fingers away. Deep breath in and out here. And then switch. You bring the wrist up, fingers down. And take a deep breath in and out here. And then release the hands. And then we'll come to Tadasana, interlace the fingers. Turn the hands inside out, and then with the arms straight, stretch your arms above the head. And then bring the hands down. Change the crossing of the fingers, so the opposite index finger in front, and then inhale, stretch your arms up. Take a deep breath in and out here. And then bring the hands down in front. Okay, so we're going to lie on our back, and we're going to have the hands to the side of the thighs. And I want you to spin inner upper arms out so that your shoulder blades press forwards. Bring the knees into the chest, and then straighten the legs up into the air. So keep extending the inner arches, keep the legs straight. Deep breath in and out. Keep the left leg extending up, and bring the right leg along the mat. So keep extending, right heel away, left heel up. Make sure the back of the body is not arching, so make the back of the body long, and then bring the right leg next to the left. So keep extending both legs, and then we'll do the left leg. So extend the left leg, hover along the mat. Keep extending the right leg up. Move the inner groins away from each other, and then bring the left leg back up. Then you can hug the knees, hug the shins. Then we're going to repeat this just one last time. So grip hold of the mat, and you're pulling the hands towards the feet. Stretch the legs up, make the kneecaps firm, and then stretch the right leg along the mat. So keep the back of the body broad. Keep extending the left heel up, right heel away, and then bring the feet together. And then last time with the left leg. So keep extending the right leg up, bring the left leg down, extend the left leg away. Keep both legs straight, deep breath in and out. and then bring the legs together, and then we'll bring the knees into the chest. You can hold on behind the back of the legs, so hold on to the elbows. Deep breath in and out. And then change the crossing of the arms. So bring the opposite forearm in front. Bring the heels towards the sitting bones. Press the lower back down. And then hug the knees into the chest. And then you can roll over and come up. So thank you so much for joining me today. We've got core special for the rest of the week as well. So tomorrow we'll focus a little bit more on boat pose. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow at 11:11. Thanks so much for joining. Bye.